I'm Dylan Chisholm, and welcome to LBTV News for the week of February 18th. With the cold weather sticking around, the Campus Activity Board decided to host a Make-Your-Own Fleece Blanket event in the Student Life Office. LBTV's own Shania Villalba has the story.
This past Monday night at Lindenwood Belleville, Campus Activity Board held an organization called CAB Crafts. Students were allowed to make fleece blankets, all provided by Campus Activity Board. I asked a few students on how they felt about making their fleece blanket.
I saw a paper and I liked fleece blankets, so I decided to make one.
I had an English assignment due tonight at midnight and I didn't want to do it, and I felt like making a fleece blanket was a better use of my time. So I decided to come out here with a couple of the other cheerleaders and really just get to know a couple of the kids on campus.
I also asked the students what they thought about the university trying to do so many events to keep the students active and involved.
To be honest, they are very good at it because a lot of last year we didn't have things to do, but every time there was an activity we did it. And this year it's kind of the same way, except there's more fun.
There's a ton of events throughout the week. We get an email every Monday about it, and it varies from CrossFit to Zumba to making fleece blankets, and then also grocery bingo. A lot of fun things you can just do to get out of your dorm room.
We had 120 yards and we used all of it, so I think that was an excellent turnout. We had 35 people come. There was extra people who would come by, but we didn't have any more fabric to give them, so we had to turn them away. So next time I hope that we can get more fabric to let more people do it and get involved on campus.
Reporting for LBTV News, this is Shania Villalba.
St. Louis Football Club and Lindenwood University have been working together for some time. This semester, a few students are interning for the professional soccer club in its merchandise department. One of our own LBTV reporters, Pablo Martinez, is also an intern for the club, and he spoke with other interns and supervisors to learn more about the experience.
One of the biggest soccer clubs in the Midwest opened its doors for me, but this time it was not to talk about athletic achievements. For a couple of years, a few Lindenwood students have been carrying out their internship with St. Louis Football Club's merchandise department, so I went to ask more information to its key figures.
The reason we chose Lindenwood Belleville is David Vetter, our previous merchandise manager, had a relationship already through the school and the digital media club in the past. He did some work for us last year. He was very happy with the work, and previous interns that came through the department last year did a great job for us, so it was a natural fit.
At first I talked with this friend and he told me to send an email to this person who was the person employed here who chose the interns. So I sent him an email, we did a Skype call, and then I came here to see how it works and how is the facility.
I also wanted to know more about the job itself.
We're just kind of getting the nuts and bolts under wraps and trying to get some of the procedural things in order, inventory-wise, shipping-wise, finding ways to ensure that we're utilizing our shipping properly.
And some new offers.
We are going to, this year, work on trying to get some special limited edition items throughout the season. We'll be running various scarves in different themes. First one we're running is the St. Patrick's Day scarf, the biggest point of the scarf being the change in our logo with putting the shamrock in the place of our fleur-de-lis. We'll be doing something similar for military, for Star Wars night, for 4th of July, breast cancer, Pride night, Heritage night, and Christmas.
So how can people purchase them?
We've got the shop here itself that's open 6 days a week, and we have our website, shop stlouisfc.com. They can shop through. There's also avenues through social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, where they can click on links to get to our page as well.
Combining studies, sport, and work isn't easy.
When I come here, my day is pretty busy because I start at 9:30 in the morning and I finish probably like at 8 p.m. and I have no breaks. And the most difficult thing is going to eat.
But in the end,
I'll recommend it because first of all, it's just a working experience that you will have not only in your resume, but also you understand how things work outside the school.
First, for Europeans like we are, it's important to have work experience in the US. And so I also love the sports field, so I figured it was an interesting opportunity to grow and to get to know how things work here and compare them how they work in Europe.
Reporting for LBTV, this is Pablo Martinez.
On Tuesday night, Lindenwood Belleville men's volleyball team hosted a home match against Lincoln College Lynx. In this battle of the Lynx, Lincoln College came out on top, winning 3-2. Drew Rydberg was there to catch all the action.
Lindenwood Belleville's men's volleyball team is a relatively young team on campus, so I went to the team's coach to ask him for expectations he has for the season.
My expectations are to have a 500 season, so our wins and losses kind of equal each other minimum. I think that the guys can do it. We are a young team, but we have a lot of talent, and it's just about them playing together as a team and working with the talent they got and how they're going to make it happen.
I followed up by asking Coach Moon's team how they can plan to meet these expectations.
Well, right now we're just trying to, get as many wins as possible. We're in a pretty tough conference, so being a pretty young team and being only sophomores fully on this team, I think we're just trying to get some wins and trying to play well.
Just focus on the game, trying to do everything we can to win. Focus on the next play, what the other team's doing, and mostly what we're doing. If we're doing our job, then we'll win most of our games.
We kind of continue to work on the little things to make the difference. We're making sure our serve receive is good so that we can run our plays, making sure that we know what our free ball plays are and that we're executing them well. We talked about little things like tooling the block so we can score points every time we touch the ball.
So yeah, we're pretty much all young, but I've been playing for 10 years and I just want to use that experience as a way to be a leader on the team basically.
As long as we're working together, volleyball, it's not an individual sport, it's a team sport, and if all 6 guys on the court are working together, we'll do well.
The team's next game is Tuesday, February 26th against the Park University Pirates.
Everyone should come out and watch. We're pretty entertaining, and you'll be surprised if you come out.
Just come out and have fun with us. We put on a show, so you'll enjoy it.
Reporting for LBTV News, this is Drew Rydberg.
Last Thursday was Valentine's Day, and Lindenwood Girls Club and Gentlemen's Academy hosted a speed dating event in the Dixon Center to help students meet new people. Shayla Mathis was there to check out the event.
This past Thursday was Valentine's Day. The notoriously romantic holiday even had a special treat for the single people on campus, as the Gentlemen's Academy and Girls Club hosted a speed dating event in the Lynx Den. The event provided a lot of entertainment through random selection and good conversation. We asked the host on the event's importance.
It's already a special day, but we just wanted to bring everybody together. It's a nice community event for everybody to connect with one another and just, have people sit down and talk. The process was difficult at first because it's always hard planning an event, but we got it together, we pulled through, and hopefully everybody learned something from this. It's just for students to interact with each other because we don't really get that a lot, in a calming environment. So that's what we try to do.
The goal of this event was just to bring out students together, have some fun activity on Valentine's Day. We know this day is both special and can be bad to other people, so we just want to bring out positive energy and have people interact with each other in a fun manner and just get loose and get to socialize and communicate with each other.
I'm Shayla Mathis reporting for LBTV News.
Thank you all for joining us for this week's edition of LBTV News. I'm Dylan Chisholm, and we'll see you all next week.